Hey, Tomrabbittt! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tomrabbittt likes to record these. Hey, Tomrabbittt!
Yes, that is an argument that I have never seen any atheist providing evidence that instructional assembly information, which is what is stored in DNA in order to make proteins, which are in a literal sense molecular machines, that kind of information can emerge unguided non-intelligent events. And we are not talking here about only a problem of getting different organisms and evolution. In special, the problem applies to the origin of life, where you require a minimal set of about, we know that the smallest living bacteria has about 1,350 proteins. And in order to get those, you need the instructional assembly information of each of those proteins. And that
simultaneously. You'd need them simultaneously.
Yes, because the cell is irreducibly complex. If you don't have any, just one of these proteins is missing, like ATP synthase, you have no life. So that is a huge problem. And atheists, they are unwilling to recognize that problem. But actually scientists which work in the field, like Kunin and Benner and many others, they recognize that huge problem. And there is no explanation, because the odds to have that kind of instructional information of the smallest bacteria is far beyond the number of atoms in the universe.
Well, they simply don't care about these lines of reasoning, okay? Because they've already decided that there's no God. They've already decided that purely naturalistic, materialistic, fortuitous chance occurrences happened over a long period of time, given enough trials and a long period of time, that somewhere, poof, there's going to be an Earth-like planet, and poof, life is going to arise. Okay, but this is completely at odds from a probabilistic line of reasoning. Okay, now
even Tomrabbittt, Darth, asked me in the stream where I was with him and many others. He questioned me if God's existence is necessary or an issue of probability. And then he questioned me and said, are the odds to have the first life form by unguided events, are they zero? And I said, well, no, not zero, but the chance is so small, it is equal basically to zero. And then he thought that he had a gotcha argument.
Tom's a sophist. Okay, I wouldn't even waste your time dealing with him. He's just in it for the lulls. Okay.
I mean, honestly, so, this argument alone of probability to have the first life, that is such a smacking argument against naturalism. And atheists, they simply ignore it, and they think they can go on with proposing that there is no evidence for God's existence. But evidence, in special in regards of the information problem, is so huge. Any average intelligent person can grasp this.
The overarching reason why evolution has been adopted historically was the motivation and the facilitation of the removal of God from the sphere of rational discussion. Now, I think that's indisputably true. However, the fact that we have people that are theistic evolutionists doesn't mitigate against it. It just means that they're compromisers, right? They want both worlds. They want to believe in God because the world around us compels us to believe that there's God. Otherwise, nothing means anything. There's no rhyme or reason. But at the same time, they're intimidated by this juggernaut of evolution metastasizing through the world of academia. Okay, so reasoning from a probabilistic standpoint is not foolproof. Okay, but we can formulate intelligent design arguments in a correct way as opposed to incorrect way. We can formulate it to mean that everything has to be indicative of God, even the coding sequences, right? Otherwise, there's no ultimate rhyme or reason why anything happens, right? That these coding sequences and rocks on the side of the road and dogs barking, whatever, all indicate God. Okay. The problem with intelligent design advocates, as much as I appreciate them, and by the way, I was listening to several lectures from the Discovery Institute today. I appreciate their reasoning, and it builds my faith. But there is a flaw in their reasoning, in that they're capitulating to the unsaved people out there that they have autonomous reasoning, and we can have a basic intelligible understanding of our world basically without reference to God, and then from that we build this block by block case and then say ultimately go therefore God. That's ultimately fatally flawed.
Well,
yeah, but I don't
incoherent.
Oh, Tangelo, this will be the third time that I've talked to you.
Oh my God, Tomrabbittt.
And even Darth said that probabilistic reasoning isn't infallible. What more do you want?
I don't know what you're doing in here. You're a waste of flesh. You're not a serious contender.
You're a troll.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see what the entailment is with naturalism, that there's no ultimate.
Yeah, you're not going to get a response out of me, Tom. Okay. I've given you 5 opportunities to converse with me like an adult, and you just want to do your verbal vaudeville act. Okay. Okay. You stated that I was advocating pluralism when I simply try to get my interlocutors to have a common, basic definition of God. That's not pluralism, and you know it. So why are you such a sophist? Why do you do this?
He's a clown.
Well, I believe in the recording that was played, you said that he's a sophist, or something about, I think the quote was,
no, I said you're a sophist. Why do you do this shtick? I just don't get it.
Well, no.
Everyone knows everyone knows. Listen to me. If you don't answer my questions, you're gonna be kicked and banned from the server. Okay, listen carefully. We're not going to play your little adolescent games anymore. You're a grown man.
Okay,
right?
well, I just want to talk to a Tangelo.
Hey, Tom. Hey, good. Then you can get the hell out of the server. Okay? Because you want to play little games and act like you're a little adolescent child. Okay?
Last time I talked to you, you said you weren't going to talk to me anymore.
Listen to me. I'm confronting you again with your shtick. Now, you've been saying for years
you weren't going to talk to me anymore the last time I talked to you.
Don't fucking overtalk me, or you're going to get banned from the server.
Like, I just want to talk to
Okay, you got it? Okay, now, you have been saying for years you're an atheist. Then the other day you said you're an agnostic. Now, the fact of the matter is you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. Why have you been saying for years you're an atheist? Now you say you're an agnostic. Okay?
What's that, Tangelo?
Yeah, Tom, go hop
you know
away.
What? Okay, you know what? Last word. Hey,
you have an open mic.
Please don't mute Otangelo, okay?
No, he's
I'm not
talking
fooling
to
around
someone
anymore. You want to converse like an adult? I'll let you stay. You want to do your usual stick so you can do your comedy routine for your channel? You're going to be banned from the server, and you're not going to be welcome here. Okay? Right. You've been saying for years you're an atheist. Then all of a sudden you say you're an agnostic. Okay? Now, do you purposely choose to withhold belief and exclude God as the precondition of facts?
I've almost always said that I'm an agnostic, first of all.
You're a liar. You've been saying you're an atheist for years. I've encountered you at least a dozen or more times on various servers, and you said, yes, you were an atheist, and you would defend atheism. So you would defend something you don't believe in?
It just depends on what you mean.
So you would defend something you don't believe in?
I would defend something if I understood the definition that was being used.
Okay, so you're not an atheist then?
Under some definitions, yeah. Of course I am.
Okay, here we go again with the little man-child antics here. Okay, do you choose to withhold and exclude God in your outlook as the necessary precondition for the actuality of facts?
Yeah.
Okay, so that necessarily commits you to the denial of God.
Well, I don't think so, but whatevs.
No, it does, Sunshine. Okay,
I can show you why.
If you exclude God as the precondition of facts, then that means that facts are invoked without including referencing the necessity of God. Can God logically coexist in a world where he is the precondition of all things with a single fact that doesn't necessitate him?
No, but you're talking about ontology and epistemology.
Yeah, we're talking about ontology. So now you believe
I can explain it to you if you want.
You believe that facts are independent of God. If you believe that a fact is independent of God, so do you believe that facts for their actuality depend upon God?
I don't believe either way. I'll give you an example.
So no, that's not. No, there is no either way. There's not a third option.
This video is going to look bad when you.
Okay, I really don't care. Okay, you know what? Mute him. Okay, he wants to be an a-hole. Mute him. Okay.
What's the example?
Now you're banned from the server. Okay.
Thank God.
What's the example? What was the why that he was trying to say?
Oh, let me just send the notification here. I've had it with this scumbag. You see, because he doesn't have the intellectual wherewithal, this is why he pulls these antics. Okay?
Don't hop away, Tom.
He's trying to represent the facts he asserts as not being ontological states of affairs.
I know.
What is he even saying when he looks in the fridge and says, "Man, I'm low on milk"? If he's not asserting an ontological state of affairs as a fact, what the heck is he saying?
His arguments are horrible.
Okay, we're done. I've given him ample opportunity to conduct himself like an adult, and he wants to play these little games. He's now banned from the server.
He's always played these games.
Yeah. This is a little shtick that he does. Okay. They want to sit there and deny the patently obvious, okay? Either you believe in the absolute dependence of facts upon God or not. Either you believe that there are actual facts and that those facts for their actuality depend upon God, or you do not believe that. So either you believe in
Darth is not saying you believe not. That you believe that they depend on something else. That's not necessary. All that's necessary is you don't include God.
Yeah. Okay, this is what they want to do. This is how craven and deceitful they are, okay? Because they know they cannot defend the falsity of God. So they do not want to admit that what they do admit to them logically commits them to the denial of God. If you do not believe, you choose. Notice I said to him, do you choose to withhold and exclude God when invoking facts as the precondition of facts? Do you choose to exclude God? The answer is yes. Then that means he believes that facts can be invoked as actual without indicating the necessity of God or dependence upon God. So you see, let me finish. Okay. You can be neutral about gold on Mars, but when it comes to the relationship between facts and God, you can't be, because God is defined as the ultimate precondition of facts. Okay. And if you withhold belief in that, but you then go on to invoke facts, then those facts are being invoked in actuality without the necessity of God. So you're invoking the independence of facts from God. But you see, there can't be, God cannot logically coexist in a world where even one fact is independent of God. So this is what pathological liars many of them are. They will deny what is patently obvious, that they believe in the independence of facts from God, which commits them to the denial of God. Right? Now, for those of you who aren't familiar,
can I say it in a different way?
One more. Yes, you can. But one more thing. For those of you who may not know, I didn't have a short fuse with Tomrabbittt there. This was his last chance. I've tried to interact with him 4 or 5 times earlier. Okay? He's been dodging me for years in debating atheism. Right? That the last 4 or 5 times that I encounter with him, he engages in complete sophistry, obfuscation, contrarianism. He's reasoning like a snotty adolescent at the cafeteria table at the 8th grade lunch hour. So we're done with him. All right.
Thank God.
Rabbit is not interested in knowing the truth. That is at least my experience.
Yeah. Let's contrast my interaction with Dr. Josh Bowen. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. And Tomrabbittt. Tomrabbittt, is a man in his 30s, 40s, who knows? Okay.
Somewhere.
and he has the attitude and the mind of a defiant teenager, and he behaves that way. Josh Bowen, on the other hand, is an intelligent, mature man. He's an academic. He has a reputation to defend. Right?
Do you think actually that what he responded to you was so substantial, Dart? I think it was very shallow.
I'm talking about the demeanor. I'm not talking about the content. Okay, Tom is a little teenager trapped in an adult's body. Okay, this is how he acts, right?
Yep.
And so we're done with him. So this is what I said to him. He said that he wanted me to debate me on Modern Day Debate, and I said, I'll debate you on Modern Day Debate, but you're going to have to come on and debate me 2 or 3 times where you actually act like an adult and you don't resort to the usual, mental gymnastics and verbal trickery that atheists engage in. Well, sure enough, that's exactly what he did. Okay,
It doesn't shock me.
right?
I like actually to give them space to expose what they think, then they enforce themselves. I
understand that, Otangelo, but I've been at this a lot longer than you have, not to be disparaging of you, but I no longer have patience for people who are purposely trying to jerk me around while they're pretending to debate. Okay?
Yeah, YouTube trolls.
I'm not wasting my time anymore on these people. I'm either going to cut them off, or I'm going to become very aggressive and confrontational, as you have pointed out. I am tired of the adolescent type of antics on the part of unbelievers. I don't get aggressive just simply because people disagree or vigorously debate against my position. I do get assertive and aggressive when people are purposely trolling and being deceptive. They're obfuscating, they're prevaricating, and they play all these games that we all know that the atheists do. I have no patience for it anymore. By the way, did you get that, Tomrabbittt?